Hey Wink Sisters, it's Allie, and I want to give you a yogic lifestyle technique today that is anti-aging, energizing, and anti-depression. And it's called a cold shower. Now, I've tried to get a lot of people to take cold showers, and I haven't been successful with too many people, just my husband. And he actually got it from the other teacher anyway, so I didn't have to do much convincing there. But it's such an incredible way to stimulate your biological system to go back into a positive feedback loop of health. The body is self-healing, and it just takes the littlest bit of stimulation to get it going. And this is so great because it stimulates collagen, it makes the skin incredibly radiant and glowing. It's hard to get sick when you do this stuff, and it creates the kind of glandular signature you need to get out of anxiety and depression, which is one of the most common emotional plagues on society today. So I'm going to teach you how it's done. And okay, just making sure I have my thing over there. The first thing it starts is with a dry brush. So you take a dry brush and you just start dry brushing the whole body. You just start with the tops of the feet and the bottom of the feet. You come up the leg. You do the leg, and you do the other side. And you just dry brush everything towards the heart. Everything towards the heart. And you do your back too, right? And you can even do your neck, and you can do your face too. Just go light, and on the face you just dry brush up. And this is going to stimulate the skin. This is going to stimulate the blood in the skin. If you have a new dry brush, just go a little bit softer until the bristles start to soften up, and then it will feel better. And if you're new to dry brushing, just go lightly, and then your body will start to get used to it, and it'll start to feel really pleasurable. So just start there. And the next thing you do is you take some almond oil, and you put some almond oil on your hands, and you just put the almond oil all over the body, okay? It doesn't have to be a lot. You don't have to get yourself super greasy. Just lightly put some almond oil on your body. You don't have to get crazy slick, but you do need it, because what happens is when you take a cold shower, the capillaries shrink, they contract, and the blood goes into the inside of the body because it wants to warm up, because it's cold on the outside, it needs to get warm, because your blood needs to stay warm. We're warm-blooded animals. And so it goes into the inside of the body, the deep center of the body, and that has to come back out too, because your skin is an organ, so you need to have the blood flowing there. And when it comes back, it takes all of the toxins that were in the internal body, in the organs, and it comes out with them, and it pushes it out through the skin, and the almond oil neutralizes the toxicity. So that's why it's important. It also gives you a good grip for what comes next, because that's the actual cold water. And let me just that. And here's the thing about the cold water. If you live in Colorado or somewhere else where the water is really cold. Now, if you live in Los Angeles, I know you think your shower is cold, but it isn't. So just go full cold. Don't put any warm water. But if you live in Colorado, or you happen to live in Alaska or Montana or someplace like that, it's okay to add a little bit of warm water. But just try full cold to begin with. I once took a cold shower in Flagstaff, Arizona, and it was intense. It was intense, but it was also incredible. So I just want to give you that option because I know that the cold can actually get really cold. But so you put the cold water on. Right, you turn on the cold water, and you just start with your feet. You just put the feet in, and you rub all the acupressure points on the feet, the soles of the feet. You get into the pads and the heels, and you put your fingers in between the toes. You do the other side, okay? Doesn't have to be forever, 30 seconds each foot. And you do the hands, you put the hands in, and you rub all the acupressure points on the hands, and you put, you stretch the fingers and the palms. They always say, right, haven't you ever heard this? People say, oh, you can really tell a woman's age by looking at her hands, which, whatever. I mean, how fucked up is that? But like, also, if that's something you're concerned about, like maybe you look really young on your face, but maybe like your hands are going to tell your age, just do the cold shower on your hands. Nobody knows. And whatever, it's super rude that people are doing, like, judging us by our hands, but what, it happens. Okay, so then you put the wrists, you do the wrists, you do 2 inches above the wrists too. This is working on the digestive areas. And then you put the face in. You just rub the face, you rub the jaw, you get the stress out of the jaw, you rub the side of the nose, you get the hate is in the sides of the nose, you rub out the hate, you get the forehead, the third eye, all the wrinkles, and you can rub your ears, all the acupressure points on the ears. Good. Now, here's where it gets really cold. You turn around and you let the cold water hit the spine. Just for a split moment. And this is going to allow the Kundalini energy to flow up the spine. And then you get the armpit. All 3 nervous systems meet in the armpit, parasympathetic, sympathetic, and autonomic. So if you ever get really stressed, you can give yourself an armpit massage. That'll strengthen your nervous system. You get the shoulders and the top of the arm and the forearm. You do the wrist again. And you do the other side. And then you turn your back again, you get the kidneys, you get the butt, you get the backs of the calves with the tops of the feet. Massage, take the tops of the feet, massage the backs of the calves. You massage the top of the foot with the other foot, sole of the other foot. Turn around again, you do the face again, you do the neck, that'll stop you from getting sick. You do the heart, and you can do the breasts as well. Just take some of the toxicity out of the breasts. You do the stomach. And here's the last part. You just take the tops of the knees. You don't ever put the full thigh in the water because the thigh is in charge of creating T cells and red blood cells. And it's a lot of bone marrow in the thigh. And we just don't want to put the cold water on the full thigh. So you just do the top of the knee. And you 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It looks like this. Okay? And then you're done. And then you just get a towel and you just dry like every spare drop of water on the body. And then you look in the mirror and you're totally glowing. I mean, your skin is like rose gold. You're luminous, and you feel invincible. You feel great. You feel awake. I mean, you really feel awake. You don't. If you want to get off a coffee, this is a good one. This is a really good one. And just try it. Just try it and see how it feels. I've tried to get so many friends to do this. I think I already said that. It's not working, but. There's just, if you do this and you do like a couple of pranayams, which I'm also happy to give, there's just no way that you won't start to feel amazing on a consistent basis. And that's all yoga wants, is for the human species to just feel awesome. So try it, let me know how it goes, and I'll see you on calls. All right, Sat Nam.